Show, your business guru here for tonight. We're talking about business. So, as most of you know, I recently graduated from Atlanta College of Liberal Arts and Sciences with the MBA. On top of that, certificate programs in international law and in marketing essentials. So, I wanted to come on to mainly talk about business. So if you're an upcoming business, best thing to do is obviously get your shop ready to go, or place of business ready to go for employees, ready to go for clientele as well. Not just employees, but for both clientele and employees, both for sure. And get it up running properly, test everything, make sure everything works and runs correctly, that sort of thing. And once you follow the A/B testing theory to make sure everything's running right, that's it's pretty standard in business and marketing both. Make sure everything's run right, done completely right. Also having budget ready, um, to go, in case you have to do investing. Um, anyways, the other next big part of all this is you're an upcoming business, you're going to want PR. And once you get PR out there, which is public relations, if you don't know what that is, some people think press releases. In a sense, it is too a press release. Um, but but getting interviews and such as the magazine companies, media outlets, even on podcasts, things like that, that's actually a good idea to start your business off of. That way you could say, hey, we were featured on this. But no, thankfully it's some people, you know it, no, it's not a bad thing before you get out there thinking it's a bad thing. Some people look, and do not be scared to talk to these people. That's another thing. Do not be scared. Don't let your faith and religion interfere with your company and saying, oh no, I better not do that. I've got to keep good looking for the church and congregation before I go and be published in magazines. I better, they may think, oh my gosh, they may think I'm not humble. They may think I'm prideful for going out and getting an interview and hitchhiking a magazine interview and catching an interview from somebody. Oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? I'm scared now. I'm frantic because I don't know what to do because I'm thinking that people might think I'm bragging and blah 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 and whatever. So what? I mean, some people have business ventures to go through and money to make because once you invest, let's say 2 to 300,000, you're going to be in debt of 2 to 300,000. So what that's going to be is you're going to have to find some sort of business venture to where you can regain that 2 to 300,000 back. And whoever your investors are behind you, you're going to have to pay them back as well. Um, whoever's the front runner of your business, like if it's a capital group, if it's a company like that, you're gonna have to have the money there to do that, or they could just take over your company because they technically are the stakeholders or shareholders of the company once they do that. So you have to find ways to do that, to give them their money back. Another thing is, that's why the PR is very helpful, is to help generate business and revenue for your company. See, only the stupid ones out there would freak out and say, "Oh my gosh, I got to keep good looking for church and pastor and preacher and this and that and be a Christian and do this that." No, look. you are Christian, it's called your actions speak louder than words. It's what your actions speak is how that's evaluated, not saying, "Oh, I'm a good Christian." That's not, w- I mean, some people like to emphasize on that and say that, and I'm like, whoa. That's why I consider myself not a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ, not a Christian, but follower of Christ. There's a difference. Ones that actually take action and initiate action versus someone that's got to really hypnotize you into thinking that they're a Christian that's a really good Christian. One that's got to hypnotize you into being a good Christian or something wrong with that. But what I'm trying to tell you here is, you know, don't let people judge you and think that, because you got to remember there's a Matthew 7 uh, chapter 1 talking about do not be judging others or you'll be judged too. It's basically what that verse is talking about. So don't be going out here telling people that they can't put their business in a magazine or newspaper or whatever because they're afraid that their faith will be at question if they go and do that. I mean, that's utterly stupid. I mean, it's actually absurd to me because I mean, I studied business. I and I have information on it. Don't let these people intimidate you into thinking, you know. I have seen so many people that could be successful in life that are very smart, intelligent people. And none of them out there have actually been in any kind of magazines like I have been in. Um, Went and started their own company or product or anything, you know. And it's like they've rather work under somebody and give up on life or something. I don't know, but I wouldn't give up on life. I'd start your own thing because you make more money that way, first and foremost. And not only that, I would really suggest you guys out there to get yourself out there and an interview with a magazine company or some kind of PR magazine. Don't be thinking that your faith is going to be at question if you do that. I mean, if you want to share a little Bible verse in there or something. I mean, but if you know, don't want to, that's up to you. I mean, I'm just making some suggestions. Don't let these people judge you and think that, your faith should be at question because you are on the front page of some kind of weekly magazine or some kind or you're on some sort of front page of some magazine for opening up some kind of company and who knows what of Tennessee town. Don't do that. Do not do that. Or, don't let people make you feel bad or guilt trip you. So they're just trying to control people that's got companies or businesses and they just want their truth to be known, they're probably evil millionaires that are in churches that are wanting to control companies. They don't want competition, so they're like, well, we got to keep the competition down by telling people, oh, their faith will be at question if they get in the magazine or paper. So, you know, I mean, there's some of them that will do that. There's some evil people out there that will do that. So don't let people run you over is all I'm trying to tell you. You know, be genuine you, and just, you know, say this could either be a good thing or a bad thing for having some PR when we need it. If you need the revenue. So I'm just telling you, don't turn things like that down. I mean, it can open some real good doors if you uh, decide to go with my advice. It could really open up some really great doors.
But if you don't want any kind of doors open up, and you just want to be a Debbie Downer for life, you know. If you want to be like that, go right ahead. But I will say there'll be a lot you'll not have peace in your life being a Debbie Downer. So, anyways, thank you for listening to my podcast. This is Samuel Brock Flynn Show, and I am going out for this morning. Have a good night.